Good day, folks. How are you doing? Welcome back to Film Time for another dose of TLC's medical reality show. My feet are killing me. So today we're going to be talking about 10 super embarrassing moments on My Feet Are Killing Me. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Bump on foot. An embarrassing moment happened on My Feet Are Killing Me when a patient sought Dr. Vincent's help to remove a growth that had taken residence on the underside of his left foot since he was a teenager. The patient wears socks and, according to him, doesn't take them off because he feels insecure about the appearance. Dr. Vincent had encouraged him to take off the socks for her to check the infection. But as soon as Dr. Vincent touched the patient's feet, the 30-year-old patient screamed so loud, Dr. Vincent thought that she was dealing with a loud toddler. Kelly Corn Chips. A patient named Kelly sought Dr. Brad's help to get treated for a fungus infection that had infected the whole of her feet. Dr. Brad confessed Kelly's case is the worst fungi-infected feet he has ever seen. We feel embarrassed for the patient because it is obvious. Kelly's just had very poor hygiene. While Dr. Brad is eager to get rid of the corn chip, Kelly's medical condition made him reluctant to perform the surgery. The doctor had to perform the surgery with Kelly wide awake to endure the painful procedure. Screaming patient. You can deduce from the title that this was an embarrassing moment for all involved. A patient sought Dr. Brad's help to treat an infection that had taken over his entire feet and is causing him a lot of pain. Dr. Brad suggested surgery, but as soon as Dr. Brad touched his leg, the patient screamed so loud, we thought they would lose consciousness before the actual surgery began. Mickey. Mickey had a cute name, but zero pain tolerance. The patient had sought Dr. Brad's help with a terrifying fungus infection that had the terrifying fungus they came to get treatment for. Didn't scare us like the tool Dr. Brad suggested for treatment. The good doctor had opted for a plier to treat Mickey's feet, and it was terrifying to watch. Although we can't tell which is scarier, the fungus on Mickey's feet or the plier situation. Either one is surely going to cost you your lunch. Dr. Brad. On an episode of the hit medical series, Dr. Brad showed us what it means to be a doctor as a patient by embarrassing himself in the most awkward way ever. Dr. Brad had neuroma. This is a pinched nerve that often occurs between the third and fourth toes. The good doctor had to seek another colleague's help because he hates giving himself cortisone shots. Remember that saying that doctors are the worst patients? Yes, they are, but Dr. Brad's antics make for an embarrassing moment, as he is usually pretty cool on the show. Family reunion. Kyle, also a doctor, had sought Dr. Ebony's help with the cyst on his foot that he had been ignoring for quite some time. He admitted that he doesn't consider getting treatment for something until they start to hurt. How is he a doctor? But Kyle's embarrassing confession isn't over. He also confessed that he did not like the idea of getting injected in his foot. We ask again, how is he a doctor? Dr. Ebony was able to treat her brother and drained out the cyst and then squeezed the rest of the growth. Croissant feet. A patient named David sought Dr. Brad's help with his fungus-infected feet that left Dr. Brad shook, almost embarrassing the patient who had been reluctant to get treatment in the first place. The good doctor admitted David's toenails and feet are the worst case of fungus infection he's ever seen. And we're gonna have to agree with him. It's embarrassing to know David has had his feet to be filled with flakes and his toenails curling over each other for 5 years. Jake's wart. Jake's face when Dr. Brad had mentioned using acid for his wart-infested feet would remain one of the most funny and a bit embarrassing moments. For Dr. Brad, using acid for a treatment sounds terrifying, but it is exactly a procedure Dr. Brad used in treating a patient with warts all over their foot. From watching Dr. Brad scrape off warts to using acid to treat warts, it was a bit much for our stomachs to handle. Skew foot. A patient with skew foot sought Dr. Brad's help and was embarrassed to show the good doctor her feet. According to the patient, she doesn't allow people to see her, and not even her family members, as she's embarrassed by her feet. Skew foot affects the formation and the growth of the bones. The surgery took over 6 hours, and we couldn't help but be terrified for the patient's life. Nick. What makes this particular case embarrassing to watch is the fact that the patient was brought by his mom to see Dr. Brad, and it was obvious this woman just wanted to get more screen time, as she had featured in a previous episode with her toddler, who had 12 toes. Her other son this time around just needed clipping of the bad nails that keeps pushing through his shoes. So, there you have it, ladies and gents. 10 super embarrassing moments on My Feet Are Killing Me. Did you all enjoy the video? Share your thoughts with the others in the comment section right down below. If you've enjoyed the video, please don't hesitate to click that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more awesome content like this. We hope to see you again. Adios.